18-year-old man is charged with murder after a shooting that left another man dead. That shooting happened early this morning in the parking lot of a Whataburger on Jefferson Avenue in Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant police say there was an altercation inside that restaurant and the group was asked to leave. As they left the restaurant, that's when shots were fired. Police say 30-year-old Damian Jackson was shot multiple times. He later died at the hospital. Now take a look. 18-year-old Contravian Evans was identified as the suspect. Tonight he's charged with murder.